Welcome to CountryLine TV. I'm Ashley Higginbotham in the studio with Abbie Callahan. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome in. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So the first thing I have to say is, so you performed at CMA Fest and Bonnaroo this year, right?
Yes. Well, I was supposed to play at Bonnaroo.
But
Sound checked.
sound check to Bonnaroo. Okay. Okay. Well, I was putting this together and I saw that some of the songs from your EP are The Garden and I'll Bring Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in order to really bloom, you need a lot of rain. And CMA Fest and Bonnaroo were rained out. If this isn't blooming season for you, I don't know what it is.
I like that. I think that's the perfect way to put it.
Yeah, you got to be positive.
I should have had that as an Instagram caption.
You can take it. It's okay.
I'll steal it.
Okay. I just love your sound, though. I think it's so much different than what we've been hearing lately.
Thanks.
How would you describe your own sound?
So we are trying to coin the term kaleidoscope country. Just like a little psychedelic, Americana, rootsy, with a little bit of that, what you expect country music to sound like, just a little bit. So that's like a mix of it all. Who
Who are your influences? Who do you look toward?
Okay, I feel like it's someone new every week of someone I love, but like the main people would be the Eagles. I'm obsessed with them. And then I was in a 90s grunge band in college, so that kind of sticks with you.
90s grunge band? Wait, pause. What was the name?
We didn't have a name. We did Broadway and we did the late night set and
Okay.
we were we did like Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Alanis Morissette and all that. So that kind of sticks with you a little bit.
I love that.
So that's an influence definitely for moving forward. That'll be more prominent than in this project. But Billy Strings, I don't know. Those are like my main ones probably.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Yeah. So you have your first EP out.
Yep.
Grossly Aware. Where did the title come from?
We were going to call it The Garden. We were going to name it after that, but then other people had so many garden songs and it was maybe not as unique as the project is. So then we were looking over other titles that it could be and lyrics, and Grossly Aware is in the last track, I'll Bring Flowers, in the second verse. So I kind of wrote it down as like a joke of what it could be because I was like, he's going to say no. Like my publisher's not going to let that slide. And then he was like, I like that. I was like, me too.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on the EP?
Oh my gosh. That also changes every day. I'll Bring Flowers is a standout for me. I wrote that by myself. And Strawberry California, I wrote that by myself too. So both of those, I think I love them just because I relate to them so much. You know, no one else touched them or changed a lyric or was like, maybe we should say this. Like, that was all exactly what I wanted it to be.
Nice.
So those are my favorites.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What would you say was maybe like the hardest song to write, as in like emotionally?
Yeah, definitely I'll Bring Flowers. I thought I wrote that just because I was in a funk, a bad place, whatever you want to call it, a valley, and wrote that song, and I thought that it would just like stay in my bedroom and no one else would hear it. And then I had to turn it in because I just signed a publishing deal. So I had to start turning my songs in. And Travis, my publisher, was like, oh, that's a standout to me. I love that. And I was like, oh man, now I have to sing that to other people. But it's gotten easier now. It's been, a year and a half of singing that song. But that was the hardest to write.
So a year and a half of singing it. When did you write that song?
I wrote that last February. So
Okay.
yeah, about a year and a half.
Is that how long you've been working on the EP, or how long did that process take?
I think the first song was written November 23. So that was Strawberry California. After my last breakup, I wrote that song. And then I signed my publishing deal in January, February, when I wrote I'll Bring Flowers. And the last song was written in October of last year. So it's been a good year and a half, 2 years almost on it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is up now? I know that you were performing at Americana Fest
Mhm.
in September.
September 10th.
How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited. I was I don't know if I should say that. I'm so excited. I was like, okay, well, cut this if it's too edgy to say, but I really wanted to perform at it last year, and it just didn't work out. It was a little too late to the game. But this year, I was like, if I don't get a slot, I'm gonna do my own like anti-Americana fest. I'm gonna put my own pop-up show up in the same weekend. But so I'm very happy that they're having me on an actual stage. I think it's gonna fit right in, and from CMA to Bonnaroo to then Americana Fest, it's like all the genres that I would fit into. So that was what was important to me, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. What did you call it again?
Kaleidoscope Country.
Country. Okay, I'm here for it.
It's like just a little wacky, a little whimsical.
What would you want people to take away from Grossly Aware?
Yeah, when I wrote this, like I said, I was in not the best spot in my life. I was definitely going through it, and now I'm in a great spot, but I think it's nice for that time of your life when you're just trying to figure it out, and I think you can hear that if you listen top to bottom. It just takes you on a little bit of a self-discovery journey. Maybe it could help people feel seen in that. I know I could have used like I'll Bring Flowers when I was going through all that, so that's kind of why I write those songs, I guess.
Yeah, I'll Bring Flowers is such a cute song.
Thanks.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I see why Yo-Yo came out before the rest of them, because that when I listened to that, I was like, I'm adding this to my playlist right now.
I know, me being me, I was like, we should have these like intense songs be the singles because I want people to hear those. But then, I had a team of people with a more level head than me, and they were like, these are the singles. These are like what people will grab onto. I was like, yeah. You're right. And that one, we wrote it and I turned that song in and I was like, this is really good. This is the most down the center radio country song.
Yeah.
And that's different than what I usually like in my writing, but that one, just like it for some reason.
I think it's cool to have a song like that to like pull people in and then get into what you're like really here for and really want to write. Like I think Lady Gaga did the same thing where she first came out with like these intense crazy songs and then got popular, and now she just does what she wants to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's crazy. What I know that you have side note, I know that you have Americana Fest coming up. What else is next for you?
Well, I'm still independent, so we're trying to do a little bit of a tour situation, but we just have like a Georgia date, we have a North Carolina date, and we're working on maybe a New York thing. So we're just kind of beat-bopping around trying to figure it out, and I'm going to be in Northern California, so like that's what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. But we have some exciting collabs that we're working on, but I don't know if I can say anything much more about those.
Okay.
But those are exciting. I'm really good.
Excited for you to perform in California, though, because then Strawberry, California.
It's right where it's right by.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. Should I just do a road trip?
I know that you said you have some collabs you can't mention yet, but who would you love to go on tour with?
Oh my gosh, everybody. Anyone. Sierra Farrell is like my number one. She's like the queen of the genre that I'm trying to be in, I guess. And I find her so inspiring. So
your cover photo?
Right? It's right up her alley. Yeah. So Sierra Farrell, Charlie Crockett, just like these Americana icons right now. Those would be two, like, they'd fit right in with them. But Chappell Roan would be crazy. If I keep writing songs like Mary Jane, like maybe that could happen, especially if she keeps going country. I don't know.
You never know. You could tour it. Yeah. Just manifest it. It'll be fine. Where can people find you online?
My Instagram is I am Abbie Callahan, ABBIE. Same on TikTok. I am Abbie Callahan. That's what I'm usually doing. I have a website now, abbiecallahan.com, for tickets and info. That's probably it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Abbie Callahan's new EP is out called Grossly Aware. I'm assuming it's available on all music platforms.
That I'm aware of.
Okay. All streaming platforms, I should say. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
Thank you for having me. This was so easy, so fun.